All right, this is the meeting of the Recs and Park Committee. I apologize, I have some laryngitis, so it's going to be a little squeaky. It is the 31st of March, and I am Mrs. Westfall. To my right is Mrs. Marshall, and to my left is Mr. Wooden. We have one item, provide a recommendation to council regarding authorizing the Director of Public Service and Safety to accept the guaranteed maximum price for the construction of the park maintenance building project by Brumbaugh Construction Inc. of Arcanum, Ohio, following the Ohio Revised Code process of design build for this project. This construction portion of the contract would be authorized in the amount of $1,300,000. Consideration of emergency legislation is requested so that the construction proceeds for the completion in 2025.
Okay, so this is a design build contract, as you mentioned. Back in 2024, Council did make that authorization to start the first step of that process. That was $525,000 to do the design, as well as to order some of the steel that we knew was going to have and has a very long lead time. We are now asking, since we've got the design work to a point, we know what the bottom line costs are, the not to exceed, I guess, cost is another $1.3 million, and that would be in the Park and Recreation Capital Improvement Fund. It is $100,000 more than what we had anticipated in the budget. But we did not have the final numbers back then and do now. The $100,000 is part of the Fund 228 appropriation, so we do not believe that we'll have to do a reappropriation, but if we do, we anticipate closing with the library on the sale of Bruckner Park, which coincidentally is $100,000. That was always to be earmarked into Fund 228. So if we end up spending all of the allocation budgeted in 228, we would look at a reappropriation. But at this time, we don't anticipate needing to do that. Again, we are asking for emergency legislation, a lot of materials to buy, a lot of work still to be done, and we want to capture this construction season as quickly as we can.
And do you expect it to be completed this year then?
We do, at least substantially, maybe okay. Some punch list items, but other than that, yes.
And same location?
Yep.
Okay.
Duke Park.
Okay. Any other questions?
Now that we've seen the final design, do we have a rough idea on the square footage it's going to be? And this will allow the park to have the majority of their equipment under one roof, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And that.
You want a square footage? Do we have a square footage, Jill?
It's around 9,000.
Sure. It's a little larger than what's out there at the arena now, but again, yes, it'll have storage for the equipment that'll be outside.
But it'll also be office for housing the Parks Department.
It'll have the office, it'll have the break room, restrooms, etc.
Okay, thank you.
Any other council members? Any comments?
No, thank you.
No. Nope, Mr. Schilling.
Jeff Schilling, City Council. On this building, I had a couple of questions. Is there going to be electricity in the building?
Yes, there will be electricity. There will not be extension cords. The lines will be buried, sir.
And again, we're pretty clear on the design. I go back to the clubhouse at Miami Shores, and that was a 2,400 square foot building that we spent well over $1 million on, and from what I hear, the heating and air conditioning still don't work right out there, and we've got we put in a restaurant style kitchen, and we're running a snack bar, and we don't have a dishwasher in that building. Yeah. And so I'm assuming that those types of things aren't going to be a problem with this new building.
We're not running a cafeteria out there for.
Well, I know, but I mean,
for the public.
the problem
It's
is
going
that,
to be
we have built some buildings for the park department that haven't
It's
met
going- well,
expectations.
Yeah,
And
it's
so
like
we're not gonna
comparing
get-
apples to oranges between the buildings. This is a maintenance building. This is going to be a working building. It's going to be a fairly simple building, Morton barn structure type building, so it won't have, a lot of the finishes that you see in the Shores clubhouse.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what exactly you're asking, but
Well, I just
it
want to make
will
sure
have
that,
everything.
essentially, the failures at the clubhouse and the maintenance barn at the Shores were basically poor design work. And so I just want to make sure we got it, we're going to do a good job on the design work on this.
Well, I
hope we
guess
can do that.
that is a subjective.
And
It
it's
is.
your opinion on that. I would remind the council that the maintenance building that Mr. Schilling is referring to out at the golf course was initially intended to just be dry and dark storage for that equipment. It evolved into needing some electric, which is why it took so long to, after the fact, put that together and run it underground, because we had to do it off season and when the electric staff, electrical department, and our contractor could finish that work. In this case, it is the process known as design build, and so all of that is worked in by Brumbaugh, and all of those issues are part of the design.
Okay, just check, make sure. Thank you.
Anyone else from the audience? All right. Seeing none, how do you want to proceed?
Move forward with emergency.
Move forward. Okay, it's unanimous to move forward. Thank you. And on to the next committee. Adjourned.